Dude.
That's me having a full-blown panic attack on my first day of learning how to fly. Right now, I've got a 3-liter can of gas strapped to my back, hooked up to a motorized blade that's about to be rotating at 2,500 RPM. It's basically like a lawnmower and a bomb had a baby that weighs 100 pounds and you're giving it a piggyback ride. In my hands are brakes, a throttle for the motor, and polyester strap risers hooked up to over 1,000 feet of nylon line stitched to an inflatable glider behind me. And I'm gonna run as fast as I can, juicing the throttle to see if I can hit enough lift to pull me up, at which point I would be literally flying like a bird in the sky. After 2 failed launch attempts, this is my last shot. A buddy of mine, Jeff Orlowski, turned me on to paramotoring about 10 years ago because it was before the day and age of cheap drones, and he needed aerial footage for a film that he was working on called Chasing Ice.
That landscape is gone. It may never be seen again in the history of civilization.
Jeff and I have been buddies since college, and he went on to direct a bunch of amazing films like The Social Dilemma, which came out on Netflix last year. But literally, since the minute I learned about paramotoring a decade ago, I have been dreaming of going flying someday with Jeff. It just looks so fucking fun.
It's begun. This is the most effective way to get the bells going in the morning.
We rented a house in Bozeman, Montana, and put together a crew of 5 friends. We're gonna do a week-long crash course in paragliding, and then at the very end, we're gonna add the motor. I haven't taken a full week off of Patreon, maybe ever actually. I'm not sure I've ever taken a full week off of Patreon where I actually had a week without meetings. Even when I got married, I didn't have a full week. We were closing a round of financing at the time, so the week that I was supposed to take off for getting married, I was on the phone trying to close a round. I literally just realized that. This was my first legit full week of vacation. That's Andy McRae, our paragliding instructor. He's been paragliding since 1997, and he was on the US team that competed in Italy in 2017.
Oh, there we go.
It's definitely harder than it looks.
This camera.
A little bit of left brake. Good.
But once we actually got airborne,
Good. A little bit higher. There you go. And run. Higher with your hands higher. Now let it fly. You're good. Now a little bit of right brake.
oh my God, it was so cool. Let's get one important thing out of the way here. I am a total wimp. When I was 26, I slowly started realizing that I had developed a deep fear of flying. And I remember when my sister moved to Arizona, and then I basically made excuses for 4 years not to go visit her. It wasn't until Natalie, my girlfriend at the time, now my wife, basically left. She went to LA because she said she didn't want to be with somebody who was gonna let fear control their life. And that was this horrible kick in the ass that drove me to cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, which I ended up doing for a year and a half to get over my fear of flying. What I realized was that the worst part of my fear of flying was that my brain would kind of spiral into these terrifying fantasies that would just loop over and over in my head like a horror movie. So my CBT therapist taught me this technique called thought stopping, where I would basically wear a rubber band on my wrist, and whenever my brain started down one of those horrible fear spirals, I'd just snap the rubber band and I'd say, I'm healthy and safe and all's right in my world. It didn't work that well for the first few weeks, and all's right in my world. My brain would just go right back into the spiral. But over time, I would snap the band, I'd divert my brain to something else, and then my brain would just stay there. Eventually, I was able to ditch the rubber band entirely because I got really good at noticing when I started down a fear spiral, and I could just divert my mind to my breath instead. So fast forward to this week, I'm on the plane to Montana to go paragliding, and there's this jolt of turbulence. I instantly recognize fear mode, and I sit back, and I start to focus on my breathing. And this dude sitting next to me, he says, "Hey, I see your chest moving up and down. How do you deal with fear?" I was like, well, what I try to do now is separate my emotions from my behaviors. Just because I'm feeling fear doesn't mean I have to listen to it. Just because I'm afraid doesn't mean I can't keep walking through the woods. That's one of the reasons that this paragliding trip is so important to me. I'm still scared of heights. I'm still scared of flying. I just don't want to let that control my life. So at this point, the wind isn't blowing in the right direction for the training hill anymore, so the only thing we can really do is called towing. Towing is like parasailing, but instead of being hooked up to a boat above the water, you're hooked up to a pickup truck above a dirt road. There's the spool of 5,000 feet of line. That's almost a mile of line. That's attached to a winch in the back of Andy's Ford Sport pickup. The line goes from the spool around a pulley down to a small orange parachute that's clipped to this vinyl strap, held in place by a pin connecting it to the harness. The idea is that as the truck accelerates away, you run forward and it eventually just kind of lifts you up. And after about 15 or 20 minutes of being towed, you're 3,000 feet in the air. And there's this loop right in front of the harness that if you pull it, it disconnects you from the towing line. And you're left flying through the air at 3,000 feet, totally alone.
Now it has to brake. It has to brake.
And then it was my turn.
This way, right brake, right brake, right brake, right brake.
Don't forget, steer toward the truck.
It was only a minute or two into the ride, and the truck was already kind of starting to disappear, and I had this moment where I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm about to get higher than this. Andy kept telling me to angle the wing toward the truck, and I was trying. I felt like I was really yanking on the right brake, and it felt like too much, but I couldn't get the wing to stay angled at the truck, and he just kept saying, right brake, point the ring at the truck. Eventually, I couldn't see the truck at all, and my hands went numb because it's freezing up there. I also really had to pee, which I know sounds funny, but I think it was like part of what contributed to this general feeling of anxiety. The wind was so much louder than I thought it was gonna be. It sounded like it was screaming by my face. It just kind of snowballed together and everything escalated and I lost control of my brain. When I finally got 3,000 feet up, Andy told me to release from the line. And I tried to bring my hand down to pull the loop, but every time I did, it tugged my right brake and I started spinning the wing. I couldn't bring myself to drop the brake. And the reserve parachute strap looks really similar to the release strap for the line. I didn't trust myself to pull the right loop. It took me about 45 seconds finally to kind of get it together. I just forced my arm down with the brake in it, which probably was not the right thing to do. And I finally got my hand on the loop and I pulled the loop. And then I watched that little orange parachute just get smaller and smaller and smaller. And at that point, I was in full-on panic mode. By the time I hit the ground, I had been in a fear spiral, probably for something like 20 minutes. And I just fell over onto the ground.
Dude, Jack. Or you okay? You alright?
Oh, God.
You okay? Did you hurt yourself or is this joy?
Everybody was really nice to me. I'm really grateful to that crew for just not making me feel like a total wimp and just understanding, even though everybody else seemed to have a really good time towing, yeah. I was actually pretty embarrassed about losing my cool in front of all these new awesome people that I had just met.
Tell the story.
But Quayle told me this story that helped me put it all in perspective. Back 20 years ago when he was a kid, he would spend summers as a door-to-door book salesman. And it was a really hard job. He worked from 7:59 a.m. till 9:31 at night, Monday through Saturday. Those were the official working hours. It took insane mental fortitude. And he would do this for 3 months straight each summer.
The alarm goes off at 6. You jump out of bed, you
turn on music like Eye of the Tiger, some kind of intense music, do some push-ups, high-five your roommates, and then someone has to jump in the shower immediately.
You had to take an ice-cold shower.
It has to be a cold shower because if you can get yourself to do the hardest thing, like stare down that fucking shower thing and turn it out crazy cold, then everything else in the day should be easier.
And what stood out to me was how Quayle and his friends got through this.
It's crazy people plan, it's crazy I know. It's crazy people plan everywhere I go. Goodbye now I'm never, goodbye now I'm here. It's crazy people plan, so be of good cheer. It's crazy people plan, it's crazy I know. Crazy people plan everywhere I go. Goodbye now I'm never, goodbye now I'm here. Crazy people plan, so be of good cheer. It's great day, people plan, it's the greatest day I know. It's a great day, people plan everywhere I go. Goodbye now and never, goodbye doubt and fear. It's a great day, people plan, so be of good cheer.
80-hour weeks, door-to-door rejection, physical exhaustion, high-fiving your friends to Eye of the Tiger, and singing in the shower. I think there's something special about this kind of group mentality that happens when you're all pushing yourselves outside of your comfort zone together.
Yeah, you're just grabbing the barbed wire?
We're good. We're having kids.
It turns out that a lot of paragliding is just hiking. 10 minutes up a hill, sweating your ass off for a 30-second flight. Man, that aggressive turn felt so good.
Oh, great. That was my first aggressive turn.
Me too.
Right?
Right. How long does it take to get back up to the top of the hill?
Sure. It takes about forever.
And I'm not sure I would have done all that without this group of people around me.
Jack Conte, Natalie John, Laura Driscoll.
Point that wing toward the truck. Oh, snap, spiral down. Wow. And then the last day of the trip, it's finally time to add the motor. The motor's much heavier than I thought it would be. When you add it up with all the other gear, you're carrying somewhere between 75 and 100 pounds.
Once it's good there and we're running straight and
then throttle.
Good. Now I'll start saying throttle it.
Okay.
On, throttle it. And then
yeah, baby.
forward a little bit. And then just warm it up a little bit here.
Okay. Nice. What happened?
It just takes more running. Now, this is probably all the energy you have left.
Okay.
Make this one the one. run, run, run.
Changed to a fairly pleasant afternoon for us. The flow band. Around about 15 degrees Celsius.
For your safety, please remain seated with your seatbelts securely fastened in case you experience unexpected rough air.
It's good to stay up. It's good to people plan everywhere I go. Goodbye now and never. Goodbye doubt and fear. It's great day to people plan to be of good cheer. It's great day to people plan. It's great.